The Shadow Empires, Unraveling the Asian Crime Syndicates, Tokyo 2025. The neon lights flicker, casting an electric glow over the city's underbelly. Beneath the polished veneer of Japan's megacities, a darker force thrives, an ancient brotherhood of criminals who move like ghosts, their power woven into the fabric of society itself. The Yakuza. They're not just gangsters, they're a shadow government, a corporate machine of crime that's been pulling strings for centuries. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the thrilling, dangerous world of Asian crime syndicates, with the Yakuza at the heart of this electrifying tale. This is a story of loyalty, betrayal and power, a story that'll grip you and never let go. The Yakuza, Japan's infamous organized crime syndicate, don't lurk in the shadows, they own them. Born in the chaotic streets of feudal Japan, they trace their roots to the 17th century when wandering samurai and street hustlers formed tight-knit gangs to survive. Fast forward to today and they're a global force with an estimated 80,000 members across Japan and beyond, structured like a Fortune 500 company. Picture this, a CEO like Oyabun, boss at the top, lieutenants below and soldiers at the bottom, all bound by a code of honor so strict it makes the mafia look like a street gang. But don't be fooled by their tailored suits and polite bows. These are men who deal in blood, money and power. Let's set the scene. It's 2 a.m. in Kabukicho, Tokyo's red light district. The air hums with the buzz of hostess clubs and pachinko parlors. A man in a sharp suit, his pinky finger missing, a telltale Yakuza mark of atonement, slips into a dimly lit bar. He's not here for a drink. He's here to collect. The Yakuza run this district like a fiefdom, extorting businesses, controlling gambling dens and skimming millions from Japan's underground economy. Their reach, it's staggering. From prostitution rings to drug trafficking, from real estate scams to stock market manipulation, the Yakuza have their tattooed fingers in every pie. They're not just criminals, they're architects of an empire. Take the Yamaguchi-gumi, Japan's largest Yakuza syndicate, with over 20,000 members. In 2024, they reportedly pulled in $6 billion, more than some tech startups. How? Gambling's their bread and butter. Illegal bookmaking on horse races, underground casinos and rigged pachinko machines rake in cash faster than a Vegas slot machine. Then there's the sex trade. From hostess clubs to human trafficking, the Yakuza exploit Japan's nightlife, preying on the vulnerable while keeping their operations slick and untouchable. But it's their white-collar crimes that'll make your jaw drop. They infiltrate corporations, manipulate stock prices and launder money through shell companies so sophisticated even the FBI struggles to keep up. The consequence is devastating. Entire communities live in fear of Yakuza retribution. A shopkeeper who refuses to pay protection money might find his store burned to the ground. A whistleblower disappeared. In 2023, a Tokyo journalist investigating Yakuza ties to a construction scandal vanished without a trace, his case still unsolved. The Yakuza don't just break bones, they break lives, families and futures. Their influence seeps into politics too. Rumors swirl of politicians on their payroll, turning a blind eye to their crimes. In 2019, a leaked report tied a senior lawmaker to Yakuza funding, sparking outrage but no arrests. Why? Because the Yakuza are untouchable, their roots too deep, their power too vast. Now, if you're as hooked on uncovering these hidden truths as I am, head over to my YouTube channel, Behind the Veil, where we peel back the layers of the world's darkest secrets. Subscribe, hit that bell and join the community diving into stories the mainstream won't touch. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. But the Yakuza aren't alone in Asia's criminal underworld. Across the sea, the triads in China and Hong Kong operate with a similar ruthlessness, trafficking drugs and weapons across borders, while Southeast Asia's cartels flood the region with meth. The Yakuza, though, stand out for their discipline. They're not chaotic street gangs. They're a brotherhood, bound by rituals like yubitsume, cutting off the finger to atone for mistakes. Fail the boss? Snip. Betray the family? Snip. It's a chilling reminder of their unbreakable code, yet cracks are forming. Japan's government has tightened the screws with anti-Yakuza laws, freezing their bank accounts and raiding their offices. In 2024, a high-profile sting in Osaka netted 300 arrests, crippling a Yamaguchi-gumi faction. But the Yakuza adapt. They've gone global, partnering with Russian mobsters, Mexican cartels, even cybercrime rings. They're hacking banks, running crypto scams, and smuggling fentanyl precursors into the US. The DEA flagged them in 2025 for fueling America's opioid crisis. A single shipment seized in Los Angeles was worth $10 million. The human cost is staggering. Families torn apart by addiction, communities crushed by extortion, and a trail of bodies left in their wake. In 2022, a Yakuza turf war in Kobe left 12 dead, including bystanders caught in the crossfire. The media called it a bloodbath, but for the Yakuza it was just business. Their tattoos, Intricate dragons and koi fish covering their bodies tell stories of loyalty and violence, each inked scale a badge of their crimes. So, what's next for these shadow emperors? Will they fall to Japan's crackdowns, or will they rise stronger, adapting to a digital age of crime? The answers are out there waiting to be uncovered. Stick with Behind the Veil for more heart-pounding exposés that dive deep into the world's darkest corners. Subscribe now, because the next story might just blow your mind. Until then, stay curious, stay vigilant, and keep peeling back the veil.